Hey guys, welcome back. This week I need to put the body that belongs onto the axial back onto the axial, which is the JK body. Now this one or these two bodies have got the same hole, so I can axially interchange them. Now I had a couple of magnets flying around. They are about 89 cents. They're from the sewing side of the China shop. They're pretty strong. So I wonder if I can use them as body mounts. So I've got my old body, I've got some magnets, got a glue gun. I don't want to drill any holes, but judging by the stickers, I think you already know where I'm going with this. So what I'm going to do is those two bodies are interchangeable. I'm going to make these two bodies interchangeable as well. I'm not too sure about this body. I don't have a plan with it yet. I still want to do something, make it look a little bit more radical. At the moment it's just a little bit plain for me. So, time for you to go. And that's kind of what I think is a cool idea. The first thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be cutting off the tip where the clips used to sit in that used to hold the body down. Now I don't need those anymore because I am going to be replacing them with some magnets. The only thing I've noticed is that the bonnet has got a slight different angle to the actual body post. Now what happens if you have two magnets at the same angle, they're very strong. If you have one magnet sitting at a different angle, it's not going to hold as well and the body might jump off. So it's very important that the angle of the body post and the angle of the bonnet are equal. So the next step is I've got two magnets here, one to fit onto the body post, the other one to be glued into the body. So the first step, I'm going to be gluing the magnet onto the body post, then placing the body post back into the chassis so I can line it up with the body and then glue the second set onto the body. Now I've got the second set of magnets on here and I'm going to be gluing this onto the body. I've already made myself a little line where the bracket has to sit so that I know exactly that the spaces are correct. I'm first doing the back and then I'm going to be adjusting the magnets to the front. So I've got the magnets in place, also in the body. So all I need to do now is drop it. Hang on. There we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. You need to make sure that you line it up properly so that the magnets actually sit. And looks like the magnets are strong enough. Now the only thing I realize is that there's a little bit of a gap down here, so I think I'm going to have to take the front body post and just take it down by one hole. The nice thing about this body, sure there's a groove, I can actually switch it on without taking the actual body off. Now isn't that fancy? So the way this looked at the moment is that this bumper was too far back. Even if I pushed it in a bit more on the settings, it would still stick out too far. So what I've done is I've taken this bracket over here and I've cut away these little edges. Cut that away, cut the bottom piece away, obviously quite neatly. I cut it in and then over. Now I had to take a Dremel to go through this little block over here. So I cut it on both sides. So now I am able to slide it all the way to the back, giving me a new position of bumper. I'm going to take my measurements here and I will drill one hole. I don't want to be drilling two holes because I actually like the Traxxas sticker. So without destroying this bracket, I am now able to put it into two positions. One for the original Traxxas or TRX4 body, sorry, and one for any other body that I've got. Now we'll be repeating the same on the front bracket so that the bracket sits a little bit further back. But as you have noticed that this gap here is just a little bit too big, so I'm just going to adjust it to fit more snug to the body. So while I'm trying to adjust the front bumper, no matter what I do, I cannot actually get it further in. So I had a little bit of a brainstorm and figured out that this bracket, I could actually turn it the other way around, stick it in the wrong way, get it in there, bit of a tight fit, push it all the way to the limit, and then put the bumper on, push that in all the way to the limit, and then it actually fits the way, or as close as it can be, but that kind of looks the way it should be. One thing left to do is check if the steering servo actually passes the bumper bracket. That is a millimeter, I must say. But it doesn't touch. That's a big bonus. So let's see how she performs on the trail. Bang! How it should be. So there we go, guys. Couple of magnets from the China shop, or Chino as they call it here in Spain. But let's see how well they hold up, and is the body going to come off? Probably in a rollover it will, but other than that, I think it's going to hold. One thing that I'm really enjoying on this body is how you can look inside and see what's happening behind the springs there and everything. That is giving it such a cool look. Oh no. So that's a perfect ending to a perfect day. Now with the bumpers being so high up and tucked in as far as they can go, the approach angle is obviously a lot higher than the original. making obstacles a lot easier to go over. You don't get hooked up on the rocks or anything, and you need to wheel spin yourself off. Every obstacle is a lot easier to manage. Also, the magnet system, you just can pop one side up, and once you've popped one side up, you can actually just take the body off. The nice thing about this body is I can actually reach my on and off switch without taking the body off, and I can actually also get in there to pull the plug out of the battery. So all in all, a big win. Anyway guys, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, click that notification bell, and we'll see you guys next week.